Welcome. It might be the international break, but that doesn't mean there isn't some value to be found, some interesting games to be found. The best home team you can see, and I mean, the odds are absolutely not worth it. 1.01 could set an alert just in case something happens, but it's highly unlikely given that they are the odds and they've won 7 out of 7. They've scored 6.14 goals per game on average, so they are just superb. We've got a team here, FA 2000. You can see the odds are 5, and they've won 7 out of 8 away games. They're playing a pretty good home team, or they must be, in Middelfart. Now, children, who have lost just 25% of home games. Still just 8 games played, though, home and away. So we'll check this one out, a little bit more detail. And we can just check out the recent form of both teams. So a couple of defeats for the home team in the last 5. For the away team, they do come into this on the back of 5 victories, just 1 goal conceded during that time as well. Away from home, they're unbeaten. They're 6 with Unibet. I mean, the double chance looks okay. It doesn't seem to be available for this kind of game. 3rd Division Denmark. So if we look at the predictions for this game, we can see that the probability model gives them a greater chance than the bookies to get something. We can see that if we look at the points that you would get for predicting this right, it's shorter than the odds that the bookies are offering. So that is interesting. Points per game, I need to change this table because whilst these guys at the top have done well, they've only had 1 game. Points per game should have a minimum once the days progress in the week. Next, let's take a look at over 1.5 goals. You can see we've just got a lot of 100% here. 15 out of 15. For this team, actually, that is in play now, and it's 0-0 at half-time, this would be a good example to check out live and just see what the results are at the end of the video. So 45 minutes played, 8 shots total. We can look at some of the results. And of course, we already know that 100% of the home games for this team have seen 2 or more goals. That's what the trends page was looking at. Now, for the away team, BTTS in the last 2, 6 in the game before that. They're not a bad team, of course, and not many defeats. So just because of how dominant Tigres is, and I don't think they've scored less than 2 goals at home. They haven't. They've scored at least 2 in every game. So are they able to get a goal? They've had 6 shots so far, only 1 on target. I definitely think there's going to be a goal in this game, and I think, depending on what the odds are right now, we can see the live odds, or let's just look at the peak odds, actually. The peak odds for 1.5 goals, they're at 1.8 right now. Potentially the perfect situation, or one of, where you've found a game pre-match, and now you're able to find that value in play. That's what it's all about. That's what it was all about. It's evolved a lot since then. Now you can always dig deeper, and we've got the timings tab where we can look at the second half here, and you can see there's a spike towards the end of the second half in terms of goals being scored by both of these teams. For the home team, it's not as sharp a rise, but for the away team, it certainly is. Go to the timings tab as well, just to see where the distribution is in terms of scoring in the second half. So there hasn't been a 0-0 in the second half for Tigres. So that is something you would look at and feel confident with. Half with most goals. It is 60% for the home team at home. So again, this is really pushing me in one direction, but you always have to look at this. You shouldn't, leave any stone unturned, so to speak. Thank you for watching. I've decided to make videos like this because I think instead of trying to just come up with tutorials, which are kind of boring, I can just show you how I use the website, and I'll just use it pretty much every day. And, just show you how I would go through the trends page, show you the sort of games that I would pick out, the ones that stand out, what features you might not have known about, or you might not have known what they do. So these are the best tutorials because you just learn by watching someone else use the actual tool, I think. So yeah, I'll try and do more of these, a few a week at least, and hope you enjoy them.